Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm a YCDSB Mental Health Worker, and today we're doing the YCDSB Autocomplete. Today we're going to answer the Are There Supports questions, so let's see what the first one is. Okay, the first one is, are there supports for students dealing with stress? So supports come in many shapes and sizes, and some things that even happen in the classroom may be very direct that your teachers are doing, and some of them can be really subtle. So you might notice things like when it's time to study, your teacher may turn off the lights or allow you to listen to music, and all of these things help to support our mental health and overall stress management. Other things may be more direct, like posters in the classroom that teach us strategies like deep breathing and grounding, and these can even be strategies that your teacher walks through with you. But if you're noticing that you may need some more help with stress management, or if these strategies don't come in a time that works for you, it's really helpful to talk to your teacher, chaplain, or guidance for more supports for self-care and time management and stress. Okay, number 2 is, are there supports for exam stress? So whether it's exams or any other big school assignment like speeches or other presentations in class, it's really normal to feel a lot of stress around those times. And so we want to start by normalizing that for you and letting you know that other students feel that too and that you're not alone. When we are thinking about different stressful periods like exams and test season, we want to be thinking about what kind of changes we notice in our own mental health and our own levels of stress that can impact us in many ways. And we want to be creating our own strategies and plan around those things. Maybe we notice that when we're feeling really stressed before an exam, we withdraw from our friends or we spend less time with other people. So we want to be creating a plan that allows us to feel and have healthy routines around all of those things. So making sure we're still staying connected to others, eating right, and staying physically active can all be really helpful for managing stress around those times. And one more thing, I know you may not want to hear this, but sleep is really important too. Our brain needs rest in order to perform at our best, and so we want to make sure we're well rested before a big test or exam. All of that is to say, I get it, it's totally still going to happen, so we want to make sure that we have strategies and tools that we're using in the moment. Like me, I have my stress ball right now. But we might have other tools too, like deep breathing and visualization strategies that can really help us get through those really stressful periods. Okay, the third one is, are there supports to learn about stress management online? Ooh, that's a really good one, and let's talk about online resources. So we know that a lot of times the first place we might look to learn a little bit more about stress is online on social media, maybe it's TikTok or other sources online. And we want to be very careful about where we're getting our information from and be mindful that what works for one person in their own experience that they share online may not work for you. So if you're wanting to learn more about stress management tools, we want to go to resources that we can really trust. And so things like Kids Help Phone offer stress buster tools that you can do online. There's also resources available on jack.org to learn about self-care and how to be there for yourself and others. And School Mental Health Ontario is a website that has a lot of great information specific to students to learn about how stress and other mental health concerns can impact you. Okay, the last one is, are there supports when I am experiencing something more than stress? So that's a really good point, because you may be doing all of the things that we've discussed already and you're still noticing that things don't seem quite right for you and that you need more support with your mental health, and that's okay. A lot of times, longer periods of stress can lead to things like anxiety and depression. And if that's happening for you, we want to make sure that you're talking to someone about that. So there are in-school mental health supports available, like mental health workers such as myself, and also mental health and addiction nurses who can work with you on your own individual mental health goals. If you're interested in reaching out for those supports, you can talk to a teacher, principal, or guidance counselor who can support you in getting connected to those services. This was so much fun. I didn't realize how much stress it was going to cause me. But thank you so much for watching, and this was YCDSB Autocomplete.